Hey, good morning. We're here. You caught us. Welcome to Off the Mat. I'm Lauri and I, and we are here to help you create the life of your dreams in a holistic fashion. So addressing the complete you, physically, emotionally, as well as spiritually. And you get the benefit of my spectacular guests and their insight and creativity. Today I have Hollis with me, Hollis Citron of I Am Creative. So yeah, get ready to get your creative on because Hollis is gonna show us how to do that. Even, I know there's a bunch of you right now saying, not me, I can't draw a straight line. I can't either. That's why they have rulers, because you put the ruler up against it, your pen or your pencil to help you draw a straight line.
Exactly.
So straight lines are overrated.
Yes, they are.
Way
totally
overrated.
agree. Love the zigzag, love the wiggly, love the spirals.
Yes. So, yeah. So sit back, enjoy, and we are gonna pause before we get started.
Yes.
Super hot, super summertime, and I think it's a cooling breath is in order today.
Definitely.
So, what we're gonna do is taco breath. For those of you who can curl their tongue, because it's a genetic thing, not everyone can do it. Curl your tongue like a taco shell.
No.
Yeah. If you can't, you can just sip the air through your teeth.
Okay.
Or let your tongue relax down. So for those of you who can do taco tongue, you inhale through your mouth, like you're sipping the air through your tongue. Pause for a breath, and then exhale through your nose. So inhale, slow. Pause. Exhale through your nose. So keep it up. One more time. Pause and exhale through your nose. So this...
I totally did it backwards, but yes.
No worries. Practice this a few times when you're nervous, when you're overheated.
Yeah.
Whatever the circumstances are, it could be after a workout, it could be for an interview. Killer hot summer day, it does take your body temperature down. You can feel the cooling breath coming in and gives you a little, literally a chill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
lowers your heart rate.
Felt it. And actually just made me kind of calm.
Yeah, I just saw your posture change.
Even though,
So,
yeah. Hi.
So Hollis is a dear friend, and we go way back to a summer in Venice together, studying with NYU's master program.
Pretty incredible, yeah.
Summer of art and fun and joy.
Yes.
So how did you get to this point now with I Am Creative?
Okay. So how did I get to this point? The journey. Okay, so let's go back to being younger, and I kind of didn't know what I was gonna, just being a kid, I was very shy, and I don't know, people always kind of looked at me though saying that label, you're the artist, and I'd be like, I never believed in labels, don't believe in labels, never believed in labels.
Right.
Whatever, fast forward, I ended up going to art school, but my guidance counselor said that I would never get in because my grades weren't good enough.
Don't you love those supportive guidance
Well, there
counselors?
we go. So I went to art school. I got out of art school, had my first teaching gig. Anyway, I've been teaching for 29 years. So there's just been a whole bunch that's kind of gone on. All those experiences that help tell your story. But I think I didn't realize I was gonna love teaching, but I did fall in love with it. And I think the biggest thing that I love about it is being able to help inspire, to be able to bring that light out from within people. And all these years, for 29 years, I've been saying, you're creative, you're creative. And there's been lots of other things that I've done before the formation of this company. And I think my big moment finally to bring this company to light is to say, you are creative, and it's not just drawing and painting.
Absolutely.
It goes beyond a pencil and a paintbrush.
Yeah.
That creativity is within everyone because it's an expression. And how you express yourself is your creative aspect. Because I truly, truly believe from the bottom of my heart that if you do not express yourself in a way that you feel like you're good at, you're so disconnected and you're a zombie.
Yeah, and that can be applied to anything. It's not about creating all these artists that are showing pieces in a gallery or in a museum. It's not about that. It's like you said, tapping into that creativity so you can use it in life. And
you have it in you. As many of you that are saying I'm not creative, you are, because whether it's through sports, whether it's through public speaking, whether it's through accounting, whether it's through cooking, whether it's through writing, all of these things take skills in order to be able to form an expression. And all of these things together give you this empowerment.
Right.
And they make you feel like you're good at something.
And not to mention, I mean, even the sciences, how much more creative can you get there? And if you have these skills, and not saying art skills, creativity skills, that you can just, even to lose yourself in creating something, and that becomes a meditation.
Creativity, the definition is the creativity of an idea or an object. That's the basic definition of it. So really anything, everybody's a creator.
Right.
So it's just a matter of recognizing that. And I just see so many people as literally zombies.
Right.
You get stuck in your routine, you wake up, you do your thing. Like, I go to my job, I don't really like it, but you know, it's what I went to school for, it brings in, and you know, you do what you do, and we learn what we do.
Right.
You learn what you learn, but I guess my,
hello,
wherever you are, I guess my thing is really just to awaken that within you, because I know for me, I've been on the journey too, and even though I, quote unquote, within this, under this title of I am creative, going to art school, I've been disconnected. I've questioned myself. I've gotten stuck in ruts. I've been doing, but when I find myself really alive is when I am connected and realize what I enjoy doing and what my strengths are.
That's awesome. So how do you go about, someone comes in and they're stuck and they're, searching for something, and it may be a job that they think, maybe they just have to bring creativity to their job, or maybe it's not the right passion for them, or they have to re-spark. How do you help them?
There's a few different ways that I have. I have workshops that are both in person, online. I have an audio program, which is all about 30 days and kind of opening up your mind into joy, into having fun, like playing, into expression.
It's underrated.
And it really is, because it's like we feel like when we're adults, I mean, it's an old story. You hear it so much. You're an adult, you can't do it. You have to be serious.
No, you don't.
You don't. You need to have fun, because when you have fun, that's when you open up.
Right.
And I'm going to use the word again, connection. It's when you feel connection, because when you feel connected to yourself, then you can connect with others. And when you connect with others, then they can feel safe. And I think what it's about so much is creating a safe space.
Yeah.
So whether that safe space is in person or online or whatever you do, whenever I meet with somebody, it's a matter of getting their guard down.
Right.
And just approaching them where they are, instead of whacking them with something that they're like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to go from here to here, it's much easier to go to here, and then to here, and then to here, and then all of a sudden you've achieved that huge goal that you...
Exactly.
Whatever,
it's like the baby steps. Yeah. It's the baby steps. So people can feel like, okay, like they can breathe into it and feel like, okay, I can do this. It's not so overwhelming to think I have to go from A to Z.
Right.
I can go from A to B. And a very quick story, one time when I was working, I've worked in multiple places. I've been in California, in New York, in Philadelphia, in urban, suburban, all different kinds of schools, general ed, special ed. And one specific, I'll never forget this, one girl, she was tough. I never knew exactly how she was going to be. It was a Catholic school in Camden. And just never knew what her what she was going to bring
Right.
on that time. So we were working on this project, and they had to come up with a name for a company that they were creating. They had to come up with the name, they had to design it, they did all the stuff. So she's like, I don't know what to name it, I don't know what to name it. And I said, it's when you get that butterfly feeling in your stomach. When that feeling, you just know that it's right.
Right.
So I was doing like a quick demo, and then we were going to jump in, and all of a sudden I looked at her, and her eyes just went, and I just looked at her and I went, you got it? And she went, uh-huh. And I was like, yeah. Like, it's those moments where I was like, this girl who would bite me tooth and nail, she got it. And it wasn't me having to help her with that.
Right.
She just tuned into it.
She just got quiet and received it. So awesome. I think this is a good place. We didn't mention that we do on every other show, but Hollis is the creator of the Love Note bowl here that we use. So, and this is so beautiful. Even though it's,
Thank you.
yeah, they're little sayings of love inside, and you are the master of your life. Dream it into life, live by design or default. So they are a wonderful, loving vessel for our Bob Ross
Thank you.
wit and wisdom quote. So I'm going to ask you to pick one and see what we get from Bob Ross.
This is great. Bob Ross and my own bowl on
Yes.
TV. How amazing. Okay.
You can order these too.
They are like personally made.
Yes.
Isn't it fantastic? I knew you could do it. How perfect is that?
So,
Thank you.
we don't plan this.
Thank you,
this
Bob Ross.
Yeah, and Bob Ross. So I think Pierre, somehow it always is perfect.
Yeah,
whatever we pick. And
couldn't get more perfect.
we don't plan this. There's
See,
quite
you
a
can
few
do
in
it.
here. Yeah, see, you know, she could have picked any one of them. But if Pierre can show the couple of images we have for your bowls too.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
this
that'd
is
be
a
great.
great place to, amazing, and look at that.
Oh, there we go.
So can you tell us a little bit about what you do here with these?
So these newer ones, so basically the Love Note bowls, which Lauri kindly showed, is they were inspired basically by my daughter actually. And I wanted to put notes inside bowls that meant something to people. It's like giving a card. But this is something you could eat cereal out of and ice cream out of,
Right.
and you can see
Put
every
Bob Ross
day.
quotes in.
Yeah, put Bob Ross quotes in. So it's
Love.
personalized.
Yeah.
This newer one, the ones with, those are actually glass on the bottom.
Okay.
So
oh.
I wanted to do a series that was like all white. So it was just like a blank, vibrant slate, and
They're
then
beautiful.
the color could then vibrate more. So that's melted glass on the inside, and then simple words on the outside.
Very cool. So yeah, check those out on Hollis's site,
Thank you.
and she'll custom make you some too.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Perfect place to pause. When we come back, Hollis has an extra special activity for us that you can join in too. So don't go too far. We'll be right back with more Off the Mat.
Thank you.
Shelter dogs aren't broken. They've simply experienced more life. If they were human, we would call them wise. They would be the ones with tales to tell and stories to write, the ones dealt a bad hand who responded with courage. Do not pity a shelter dog. Adopt one.
Say we've got grit, and we'll take it as a compliment. Because it's our uncommon drive, our spark within, that brings us together and sets us apart. We are temple made. And when others take shortcuts, when others take breaks, when others take the easy way, we take charge.
Add us on social media to watch bloopers, behind-the-scenes footage, previews, and more.
I work 13 hours a day, 6 days a week. So when I'm off the clock, I gotta get stuff done. So when I need a snack, I need something healthy, tasty, and easy to eat. like wonderful pistachios without the shells. They're protein-powered, delicious, and great on the go. And that's perfect for me. Thanks, Liz. A woman without a lot of time.
Whether you're a gourmet cook or just want to eat like one, visit Rostelli Market Fresh, your home for the freshest, locally sourced ingredients to please everyone who loves great food. Our organic meats, quality seafood, and free-range poultry are cut fresh to order. Chefs create culinary-inspired prep foods made fresh every day, which pair nicely with our vast selection of fine wines and spirits. Choose from handmade pastas, artisan cheeses, organic produce, and grocery items, all from the finest purveyors. Rostelli Market Fresh, from our family to yours.
RVN TV is a platform for people of any industry to share their story. Over 285,000 viewers are tuning in to RVN TV shows monthly. We guarantee a great experience that you'll be sharing with everyone you know while increasing your personal and company's brand awareness. But what is your brand? According to Forbes, it's a combination of your logo, your product, your design and feel, and your personality. Did you know that aside from being a guest, we offer even more opportunity to boost your brand? Adding your company logo and website on screen during your interview will allow viewers to recognize your brand instantly. Incorporating images and video clips is another great way to showcase your product during your live segment. Let viewers see how good you really are. And most importantly, there's you and your interview. For less than the cost of a newspaper, direct mail, or a magazine ad, you can leave our studio and within 48 hours have a permanent digital copy of your live segment to link to your social media, embed into your company website, or use in email marketing. Investing in your brand is so very important, and we can't wait to have you as a guest.
Shelter dogs aren't broken. They've simply experienced more life. If they were human, we would call them wise. They would be the ones with tales to tell and stories to write, the ones dealt a bad hand who responded with courage. Do not pity a shelter dog. Adopt one.
Say we've got grit, and we'll take it as a compliment. Because it's our uncommon drive, our spark within, that brings us together and sets us apart. We are temple made. And when others take shortcuts, when others take breaks, when others take the easy way, we take charge.
Add us on social media to watch bloopers, behind the scenes footage, previews, and more.
I work 13 hours a day, 6 days a week. So when I'm off the clock, I gotta get stuff done. So when
We are back, and we're in the kitchen because where do most awesome art projects happen?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. We're gloved and ready to go.
Yes.
So I have no idea. Well, I have an idea, but I've never done this before. I really have no idea what we're doing.
So that's my job to tell you.
Yep.
So I was thinking, so these are called alcohol inks. And these are something that you could get as at any place, like Michael's has them, Blick has them, lots of art stores, things like that. So alcohol inks, I figured I wanted to show this to you because there's, it's fun, it's colorful, and it's easy. And anybody out there who's like, I can't do this, you can. So these are just some examples. I wanted to do them on tiles. You can do them, there's a special paper to do it on, or anything with kind of like a glossy surface.
Okay.
So these could be turned into coasters. You could, this actually has some words cut out from magazines. It's kind of hard to see because they kind of faded into the colors. But you could, with a transparency, draw on them and then place it over it.
Okay.
There's like a lot of things you could do with it. You could put a hook on the back and hang it. Yeah. So
You could retile your kitchen.
You could retile your kitchen.
I mean, that would be a cool backsplash thing.
It
but,
actually,
you know, if you're, or you're, yeah.
Yeah, because where I saw it is at a school, and our teacher did it with his kids, and he used the ones that the kids did, and they put it behind the sink.
Or just randomly stick them on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Little bursts of color, and it's so fun and so easy. And we have 2 tiles here, and the reason we have the 2 tiles is one is putting alcohol inks. We have rubbing alcohol. So all you need is rubbing alcohol. And what it does is you'll see what it does. So one tile has the alcohol painted on first with a brush.
Okay.
And then we take this and put it on. The other one, you just take this and put it on
Okay.
first. So what do you want to do
Let's go.
first?
Following you.
Okay, grab a brush. Okay, so
I'm a cow.
on the tile on the right, we're just going to take, this has the rubbing alcohol,
Okay.
and you're just going to paint it over it.
So how much, does it matter how much alcohol I'm using?
Nope.
If it puddles, if it doesn't, just
Nope.
as long as it covers?
Yep, just as long as it covers. Then I put it down.
Okay.
Then you're going to
That was
pick
easy.
any color that you want. I'm going for the magenta.
I'm going for the blue.
And just literally, we have gloves on only because it does get on your hands. It will come off your hands, but this just is a barrier. So just literally take it and drop it.
Oh, okay. So,
Boop, and see how it spreads. This is very spontaneous. Now try it on. Look what it's doing on yours. You see how with the alcohol where it pooled?
now if I tilt this up, it's going to affect a little bit, but you can kind of see.
And this is where
I like the drips though.
I know, right? But actually,
So-
here, take this straw right here,
Okay.
and take it and blow on it.
Oh, cool.
Kind of like move it around. So then,
Okay,
we're
that's
gonna,
cool.
We're gonna do, now you can use, the cool thing is, this is about like literally putting it on top, seeing what it does. I just think it's the coolest thing how it spreads out and you get all those color changes.
Oops. I guess there's no oops,
Like,
right?
look at all that.
That's
There's
cool.
no
There's no
oops
oops
in
because
it.
what I thought was an oops
Look what's
turned
going
into
on
this
there.
amazing burst of color.
Isn't that so
with the
cool?
shade.
So we're gonna be
Oh, I
doing
love
both
this.
at the same time. So look at,
Okay.
now try, as you're doing this, also dot onto the one that doesn't have the inks.
Okay.
So in this case, the more colors, the better.
Okay, so get some. I don't know if you can.
And the ones, this is where you take your straw,
Okay. Oh, I need a little more. I'm slacking
and you
here.
can kind of move your tile around too.
Okay.
There you go. Kind of like spin, rotate. And it's just about spontaneity. So as you're being spontaneous with this, you can add more alcohol to it. And I'm gonna show you, oops.
Okay. No oops. So the oops end up
Ooh,
being.
look at that dip.
So yeah,
Kinda
should I
cool.
add more alcohol at times?
So this
whenever
is
you
what
feel
we
like
can do,
it's-
yep. And as you go, this is the Q-tips. You
Okay.
can take this, oh, I like how the gold went on top of
Yeah.
that. So you can take this and you can just kind of tap it and then actually kind
it goes
of,
back
whenever
in.
you want to remove something, all you need is the alcohol, and the alcohol will take it away.
Well, I'm going to try something.
But then you
gonna
see how
splatter
it,
it.
ooh.
Dip it in alcohol and just
Ooh,
kind of flick it.
See what happened on the one that I didn't have the alcohol base?
Can you get in on this? Okay. Oh, this is
Ooh,
fun.
I love the splatter. Look at how that goes. Isn't that fun?
This is fun. All right, well, you know, we're just going to be doing this all day
So
now.
we're just color mixing. So I know Lauri has a ton, like in her wheelhouse of creativity, painting being one of hers. This could be a base where then you could go in with oil paints or acrylic paints. You could go in with oil pastels.
Oh,
You
wow.
could layer it with stickers.
And so does it become permanent? Do you have to fix it with something or?
You would put, good question, you can do like a fixative or like a Mod Podge on top of it, which you can get at any kind of art store or Michael's. Ooh, I tried the brush.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's really just about.
We're going to have to put a supply list out
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
to do this. Okay, I could do this all day.
Ooh,
So talking about like you're sinking into a creativity thing, and you can do this and not have to really think about what you're doing.
Exactly.
And just watch it and see what happens.
Ooh, look what happened. Yeah, change colors. See, what I love doing something like this with somebody who is really hesitant and really doesn't feel like they have anything creatively to offer, because it just opens you up and it just makes you play.
Yeah.
Be a kid. You know, just witness the color mixing, witness all that it can do. And
yeah, you don't have to know what will happen, see what happens. Like,
exactly.
Do it, see what happens. And that's kind of part of the fun of this is, and if you don't like it, you can add something else to it, or
and you can take the alcohol and just like literally get a paper towel with alcohol and wipe it away. So you're not held to anything.
Yeah. And no one's gonna, like, you're not gonna explode. You're not gonna, nothing will happen. There's
no exploding here. This is exploding
maybe
with
joy.
Excitement.
Yeah,
exactly.
Other than that, so where can?
Ooh, look at that one. Looks like a flower.
We're getting so into this. No apologies.
Yeah.
You have actually a couple things really exciting going on too. Your talks that you do. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, those are really fun. Creative conversations.
Creative conversations. Thank you for filling in the blank for me, because I just lost it.
Yeah.
So
Should
you
I
can
tell
tune
about
in.
that?
Yeah. Like
So-
where to find those and.
My website, iamcreativephilly.net. It's connected to my YouTube channel, which is I Am Creative. And the creative conversations are all about sitting with people, anybody, everybody, and I ask 3 questions. How do you define creativity? How do you incorporate it into your life? And why do you think it's important? And then we just have a conversation based off of it. And I find that they're really fun. And people, it's just so interesting to me, because when I've done it, people are like, oh, wow, like I didn't expect that, or that was really easy, or people learned a lot about themselves just through the conversation.
Cool.
So.
And then one more thing up and coming, I guess it would be tomorrow. Your Speaking from the Heart. What's it? Yes.
Leading with the Heart.
Leading with Heart. Sorry.
Leading
Again.
with the Heart in New York.
Yeah.
So it's
so you can get in on that.
Yeah, it's a free event.
Okay.
It's all women talking, and it's mini TED style talks, and people talking inspiring stories about life, inspiring words, and just listening to people's stories.
All right. Well, great.
So it's
Thank
gonna
you.
be fun.
Yeah, get in on that.
Yeah.
There's still time. So
Yeah.
go to your website and or Facebook or.
Yeah, if you go to I Am Creative, you're going to see a link to it, and just register. Again, it's free, but you have to be registered prior to going.
Okay, and your website again is
Philly.net.
iamcreativephilly.net. So all the info you need is on there to
All there?
be wonderfully inspired, and these are
Yay! So
kind
you
of what
can
we
do
did
this.
here. Yeah. You can do this. This is fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, you can be creative. You are creative.
Yep.
Even when you don't realize you're being creative, you're being very creative all the time. So might as well embrace it and nurture it and see where it can take you. And let Hollis Citron help you. You are creative. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you again.
Thank you, Lauri.
See you next time on Off the Mat. Peace.
Okay.
Namaste.
Bye.